here you are in your 600, 700 acres up here at the top of the most beautiful part of California. Horses, family. What in the world would persuade you?
I don't know. Somebody once said life begins when you begin to serve. Maybe if there's a feeling that you can be of service, you feel you have to do it.
The call to serve mobilized the 110 freshman honors college students of ECU into action over the course of this semester. Led by Dr. Liz Fogarty and Dr. Andrew Herdman, the students broke off into 19 teams, partnering with 19 different organizations in and around the Greenville community. With the help of the team's agency supervisors and the BB&T Center for Leadership Enhancement Fund, the students' impacts were felt far and wide, and in a variety of ways. For some, like the Triple H team, their work began from the ground up.
Today we're putting up foam boards on the roof. We put them on the roof so when they spray the attic with foam, it doesn't come out. It's not easy just to make a house, so there's a lot of commitment, a lot of organization, and so you need to be together to create something successful. We're trying to promote awareness of Habitat for Humanity. In late November, we're having a gingerbread house making event in Garrett Hall. It symbolizes people make houses in Habitat and they're proud of what they make.
While the Triple H team helped to build homes, the Pleasant Pirates with the Greenville Community Shelter helped to provide homes for those in need. The team helped to renovate 3 studio apartments on the top floor of the shelter for people to rent out at an affordable cost. They were involved in all aspects of the renovation, from furnishing to painting.
We would not exist without volunteers. Volunteers are constantly coming in and helping us sort through things, and now they're doing the painting and cleaning. So the Honors College has just been outstanding.
Many of the teams volunteered their time to help those in need. The Ronald's Angels team worked with the Ronald McDonald House to bring some holiday cheer to those in need of a home away from home.
They actually don't do anything for Thanksgiving at the Ronald McDonald House, so we are cooking them a Thanksgiving breakfast, and we have a lot of really good food that we're going to give the families and their children this morning. We have cards to give all of them just saying, hey, we're thinking about you this holiday season and someone loves you, and I think that seeing them receive those will be really great.
When they first brought my son up here, we didn't have anywhere to stay. They helped us stay and help feed us while we're here.
Ronald's Angels weren't the only ones working with food. The Food for Thought team worked with the Food Bank of Central and Eastern North Carolina.
So basically what we've tried to do is we've called a bunch of different corporate organizations. We're trying to get them to sponsor the food bank, whether it be like a monetary donation, sending employees to volunteer, or even food itself.
The one thing an organization could always use is donations, and several teams came up with creative ways to raise funds for their organizations. The Young at Heart's team sold candy to donate money to the Pitt County Council on Aging, in turn helping to enrich the lives of the elderly community in Pitt County. The Adam and the Groupies team, working with Eastern North Carolina's Stop Human Trafficking Now, sold over $360 of the organization's products, doing their part to put a stop to human trafficking worldwide. The Teenage Service Sea Turtles team sold baked goods to raise awareness for the Help Them Last Love a Sea Turtle organization devoted to protecting sea turtles. The PD's Cadets team also decided to raise money, but on a much larger scale. Working with the Salvation Army, they helped to create a scholarship fund for underprivileged high school graduates. The Salvation Army contacted larger organizations, asking for donations to the fund on behalf of the team, while the cadets themselves contacted smaller organizations.
I believe that our work and our efforts will help a kid receive the education they deserve.
Like the cadets, many of the teams volunteered their time to support the development of educational opportunities for those in and around Greenville. The Read, Write, Repeat team held a book drive to benefit the Pitt County Literacy Volunteers' new in-house library.
Currently, this library doesn't have very many books, and to know that we are able to help people with their learning process is very rewarding.
Meanwhile, the Science Pirates team worked with Go Science, an organization that holds professional development for teachers and hosts science education events for students. The Science Pirates created and packaged 12 science projects for children, and in turn were able to refine some of their teamwork skills.
All of us have improved in our communication skills. We're a great team. We've always worked together. We haven't had any problems, and so we've definitely grown as a team as well.
Several teams learned that communication is one of the keys to being successful leaders, like the Band-Aids team and the Pause for a Cause team. The Band-Aids worked with Picasso, the Pitt County AIDS Service Organization. The team held a gaming tournament where all proceeds benefited the organization.
Working together as a team, communication is vital, meeting together is vital. It really takes everyone in the group pulling their own weight for something beautiful to come out of it.
Meanwhile, the Pause for a Cause team, who worked with the Pitt County Humane Society, designed and built an agility course for the animal shelter, which can be used to help stimulate and train the shelter's dogs.
Something that our group has learned is that teamwork is vital, and it's really hard to communicate when we all have such different schedules, so we have to really make time to make sure that we can all come together.
Other teams, like the Kitchen Crusaders, who work with ECU's Campus Kitchen, learn to identify their strengths and weaknesses in order to become a more successful group.
It really helps because everyone in here has been taking a different job, so it's been really helpful, like delegating specific tasks to what people are the best at.
The Kitchen Crusaders held a shift leader interest meeting for Campus Kitchen to help better prepare the organization for volunteers.
They're coming with new and fresh ideas, and it really makes our job a lot easier. Today was awesome because they brought posters, candy, which is also something I like, and they also helped facilitate one of the activities that we did today. So I really enjoyed that, and I think the people who came to the interest meeting did too.
The G Squad team, who worked with the Grimesland Sunday Clinic, learned how to lead in other ways.
First and foremost, what we learned was how to lead as a team rather than as individuals. I think we all had a lot of experience leading service projects individually, but for the first time, we led as a group of 6 people rather than as individuals.
The G Squad helped to spruce up the clinic's waiting room, which will allow for patients to feel more comfortable as they wait to see a doctor. The Echo Charlie uniform team also dabbled in design, but from the ground up. The team partnered with Operation Reentry, who in turn partnered with Food Lion to help design the interior of the organization's new mobile food pantry. Their finished product premiered at the Military Appreciation Day game and will go on to serve veterans in need across the area. Although the students were very serious about their service, that certainly didn't mean they couldn't have fun with it. The Drew's Crew team worked with the Drew Steele Center and held a fundraiser for the special needs kids and adults the center caters to.
I've definitely learned how to lead. We've learned how to organize and get important things together and put the first things first, and make sure that we have all of our priorities straight whenever we're working with the center.
Team FAM, short for Fight Against Meanness, held a superhero movie night for the Family Violence Prevention Center, complete with superhero arts and crafts for the children.
As a group, we've learned that the community is very important to the university, that it's good to give back, and that there's little things that we can do to do that.
Numerous teams worked closely with children and were able to see the impact their work had firsthand. The Pamlico Tar River Rangers partnered with the Pamlico Tar River Foundation to create a children's book for grades 3 through 5 to educate students on what they can do to protect the Pamlico Tar River.
Today we presented our book to a 5th grade classroom along with experiments so that we can send this lesson plan into the foundation, and when schools contact them to come in, they can present the lesson that we did today to classrooms. I think the most rewarding part is today, seeing that we can actually make a difference. Our book really engaged the students and they were interested to learn, and so we know that leading this with the foundation, we've made an impact that will last into the future.
We want you guys to take the pledge with us like Parker and Sophie took. Will you guys do that with us?
Yes. This day forward, and my actions, words, to better ensure the safety of this river, its inhabitants, and all those who benefit from it, including myself.
All right, guess what? You guys are officially.
The 5 on 3rd team, who worked with the 3rd Street Community Center, designed a 5-week art class curriculum for middle school and high school kids. During the 4th week, the team helped the students to create self-portraits that were able to inspire self-confidence.
We've just kind of learned how to work as a team and really how to plan and come prepared, and then at the same time just get to really enjoy the kids that we're working with.
impacts made by the 19 Honors College groups were felt all across Greenville. Not only did the various organizations benefit, but the freshman students benefited as well, learning lifelong lessons of service and leadership.
The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things.